Hello. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. OBS had an update, so I think it disconnected my microphone. But hello, Startup. Good morning. Good morning. When you keep not a call, I'm missing out on that secret sauce. Yeah, we're getting Instamat. We're checking out how to make a template. Simply assign the matching template category as your project's category, and it will recognize its existence. Templates. That would be in here. Gotcha. Okay. So this should be a templates element. All right. Cool. And we'll call this mask setup. Because there's a few things I do regularly. First is to get the mask. Yeah. So if I save that, close it, and now make a new one. Actually, we'll rename this one more time into template mask setup. Okay. Then I can make a graph. Maybe not. I don't see it. Let's go back to it. Make sure to write a nice description. A simple mask or graph to output a. And now, do I see it? No, I don't. All right, can I just duplicate this then? Nope. Annoying. Currently working on a high from shading / Godot engine / Blender into Godot workflow experiments, all because you said you could make a fighting game with it. So thanks, absolutely. Well, I hope that's going well. It's certainly exciting. Wish I could duplicate these graphs. That would make my life a lot easier. How am I missing this? Simply assign the matching template category as your project's category. Instamat will instantly, automatically recognize its existence. Save your package in one of your user data library locations. Gotcha. Okay, so I actually would need to create a whole new project for that. All right, then we won't do that today. So this will just be mask jacket details. And in here, we will assign it to here. So mask jacket details goes right there. And in here, we can start grabbing the bake, use our ID, and with that ID selected, learning a lot, going nowhere slowly. So steady as always. Just take your time with it. Enjoy the process. Making a game is hard. It's really hard. So I would not beat yourself up. There's just so much to do. How can I make this? I swear I pinned this in the past. Or is it here? Preview as 3D material. Preview as material channel mesh ID. Mesh ID. Guess I can just click it. And if I select this one, okay, good, it's still there. All right, so we're figuring that out. I run them in 11.11 locally, so I've tried some of the models offered on Civit AI. I finally managed to get something good looking, somewhat good looking ref sheets with AI. I run them locally, ControlNet and 3D Poser. For reference, usually I just look up Pinterest stuff. I tend to use image to image a lot more if I'm using AI, just because I usually have a general idea of kind of what I want it to look at like, so I just block it out with some simple painting. Here we go. Oh, right. I have to click this, click that, and instead of using this eyedropper, I select this one so I can sample. And then say 4. And then what else? There was the patches right here. All right, there we go. Save that. But the 3D poser is really nice. I think I'm a little more, I'm quite interested in trying to get one of the 3D model generators running locally, or at least on like a server I have. Some sort of API call I can make, and then eventually figure out how to combine that with Resonite. Still a bit too much effort for my taste. Exactly. It's like the promise of it is that it's easy, and it has yet to really be easy. Even things like Midjourney, I still never feel like it's what I want immediately. All right. That was the blur sharpen, and then I want the blur subtract. Here, that. I did blur sharpen twice. I want another blur subtract. Cool. Now we're popping. Unlock. I really should have just outputted this initial mask. So if I take these, and we'll call this node blur sharpen, or no, cancel. Yeah, so we do want a new graph, but this will be a mask, jacket, detail, shadow. And we'll delete this and drop in the mask jacket details. And this is what we actually want to use. Set up blur. And then the jacket details themselves will just be this blur sharpen mask, which really should have its detail. The default values should be 0.02 and 1. That should be its default values. So try bringing that back out one more time. Yeah, much better. Okay. He just cleans up these little random speckles. All right, because now we have that chunk of mesh isolated. These and these. So we'll call this jacket details. Then what? Then I would like to go back to it. Jacket details. And I want to include the center of this square in my mesh ID. 5. All right. Good, yes. Good stuff. So now we have the jacket details, which will make just white, I think, for now. Balls. Shoulders. And then do another mesh ID to mask. 3. This one. And this one. Okay. Now we've separated them. Make a new layer. Or, sorry, an old layer. This one. Make a folder. Weird. Try that one more time. That should be dropping in this graph to the image. It's not grabbing the shadow. Gotcha, because there's no output. So there's nothing to assign because there actually is literally no output. There we go. Okay. Now we got things popping. Much better. Awesome. Now for the collar back, we're going to put the emergency text here, add a projected mask. The mask will use the text and it will be projected like a decal. Interesting. How is it projecting it? Hey, it keeps fucking... It doesn't save the transforms as an undo. Oh, I see. That's why it's off center. Emergency. Damn. I still don't know why it's kind of skewed. Decal. Clamped. Depth fade. Normal follow. Funny. I don't know why it's low. It's like just in this lower half, but then if I change it, it kind of moves. It's weird. Emergency. Oh my god. The killer is escaping. Boom. Looks pretty good. All right, we need to fill in this area here. Which we'll call panel, collar panel. This one we will add a paint. And on the paint layer, we'll make sure it's symmetrical. And we'll paint it in 1-2-1. we go. Nice and dark. Do 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 do. We'll make it glossy. Nice plasticky look. Maybe not quite that glossy, but shiny. Shiny! Oh, what the fudge? Why would... Oh, that's annoying. Shit. Why is it showing up on the back? Fuck. Was backface calling not on? That's so annoying. Okay, well, we have to redo that now. What is that? Is that a backface? No. Something weird about that. It would have been easier to just turn on the backface calling the eraser and have gone in and erased out the back. All right, beautiful. So now we've got the piping. It's not poking through the back this time, but we do have these corners messed up. So I think I need to go to my brush, turn on that calling, yeah. Turn it back on. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay. All right. That looks good. Sort of. Good stuff. Oh, baby. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's just get the shoulders fixed up and move on, because I have a lot of other things to bake today. All right. Bam, bam. We need to get a decal on the back. And oh, that's funny. That patch is just actually yellow. They're both yellow. All right. Both these patches are just actually yellow. So we don't even need to make it white there. But we still wanted the shadow around it. So I think it's a win. But we can just get rid of those for now. There's some sort of like medical symbol here. So let's go ahead and make that on its own layer. We'll make a graph. Now template. And we'll just be outputting a mask. And what I'd like is a rectangle or a square. Shape. Box. Here we go. All right. So we get a box. And I'd like to squish it. Like this. But just to show you what we're making. There. This little symbol on the side. So I want that box. I want that box. And we're going to do a transform. First one, we'll just rotate 90 degrees. And then I'll actually copy and paste this. Can I feed this in as the background? Kind of useful. And I guess then I could do this again, background, and then rotate this 45 degrees. Can I tell this to not repeat? Clip. Box. Says it's clipping. Clamped. Interesting. Maybe I have to do this with the transform itself. Repeat, clamped, clamped. There we go. I'll do the same for this one. Just about to go on a Red Cross rant about Sam committing war crimes, but not an actual cross, so you're safe. And it's definitely inspired by them. Definitely inspired by them in terms of the logo. Oh, and then I guess we need one more. Because I need to go the other way. All right, so that's the mask. There's like a little triangle on some of these, but I'm not sure how much I want to pursue getting this exact. Is that grayscale? What? Ah, that's annoying. We've got this thing in the back. I wasn't doing that when it was color. Okay, then we will keep it color because for some reason the grayscale gets an edge. All right, I'll live with that. Then we'll call this one. What is this? Yeah, that's the shadow. Jacket detail shadow. And then jacket details we have on their own layer. Don't really need to even use that. In fact, I could probably delete it. I will. So make a new layer, which we'll call nothing. We'll call this shoulder, basically across. And then projected mask, UV, drop in our unnamed element, which we'll rename as mask across. This goes right here. Set it to decal. Clamped. Using it, the cross goes against the Geneva Convention's IIRC. So actual war crime, bet you just want to make it a red cross now, don't you? It's time. Time to go to war crime jail. Why is this offset? Huh. Is it just the image that I'm using? No, it is actually offset. What the fuck? I guess that's okay as long as I can still control it, but that sure don't seem right. That sure don't. And it's also, why would I need to scale it the other way too? Something is off with their decals. That don't seem right. That don't seem right. Because watch, when I scale it, why is it? It should move because the origin's in a way different spot. Weird. Something's wrong there. Something's really wrong. Well, not really wrong, but it ain't right. It ain't right. All right, that looks good. Oh, sleepy. Sleepy slappy. Ooh. Mm. Now for the text on the back here, there is a different font I could use. Need some a little bit more sci-fi, exactly like that. It is a little yellowish, so I think we can kind of lower the text color just to bring out the yellow a little. Cool. Now we need a decal for the back. I believe in the past I did make this character's decal. Yeah. Double check that. Oh, that's good. Oh, I am sleepy. Y'all have no idea. I am very sleepy. Mm. Oh, I want to take a nap. I want to take a nap. I want to take a nap. Alright, I guess we just drag it in here. And so now we have alpha texture. And so what we can do is take our emergency. No, I won't take that text layer because something about duplicating layers seems to break stuff. Channel, Control G. And that projected to decal. See, why is it pushing it like that? When I shrink it, it's like the origin does not stay with it. What's going on? Huh. Huh. Doing something wrong. I don't understand. I can't even fucking use it because I start scaling it and it shoots the image just straight out of it. Why is it even down there? I can't fucking use the undo command. Why is it down there? And it's super squished. Do I have to reassign the texture afterwards? I don't think I can use this. I actually just won't be able to position it properly. Maybe. I mean, hopefully I can, but the moment I start scaling it, it's gonna shoot it. Oh wait, what? Weird. Okay, well now it's... Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, that'll do for now. Oh balls! I have to redo this, don't I? All right, let's take a look at the reference first. So the reference image is in a circle, like this. That's what we actually want. So let me, no, I guess I can leave that there for now, but we will need to make a material. Material, beehive, decal. The graph view just broke. Slow. Slow. I hope I was just zoomed out like a whole bunch, or what was going on. Anyway. So we got our decal. What we also need is a circle. On this circle, we need to create an outline. I don't think that works because it's not SDF. All right, can I not adjust this in any way? Stroke. Let me delete that and reset it. Something like this. We also need to transform. All right. So take this, drop it in here. Take the transform, and we'll say scale. 0.8. 0.9. And this is what we feed in here. And we get a blend. We take this one on top, this one in the background. We set this to subtract. And now we've got our circle the outline, which is good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Then what we need to do, take our little decal. And we need to do the same thing. Just fucking subtract this out of it too. These should come in clamped. Oh well. Good stuff. All right, so now we've got our main mask. What we need to do now are assign the colors. So looking at our image here, got brown and white. Those are the colors. So we'll do another blend. Oh, well, did not mean to do that. Do another blend. This time I think we actually need to be not grayscale. So we need to set these values directly, which we can't, which is annoying. Be able to make a color though. Solid color. There's no alpha. No, there is alpha. Never mind. There is alpha. Interesting. Okay, so maybe I already do have this. I'm just selecting the wrong thing here. There we go. Opacity. That's what I want. So what we can do is we just want the solid color to do opacity mask. Opacity mask in the foreground is white. Make that actually white. And the background will be black, but see-through. Sorry, foreground should have been black. Like that. All right, so you can see that moving. Good stuff. And black. Nice simplest color. There we go, perfect. And then we want the star here to be white. So I'll actually take this circle. We're going to use our transform one more time. Do a reroute, actually. This is so hard to grab. Please let me just click it. Please, please, pretty please. Just let me click it. All right, got our input. Now we'd like to put this into the background of this image. We'll just put foreground, background, Or no. This here, I can choose the colors, so I guess we actually do want a new circle. Hello, Ariso, welcome. How's you good morning? Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm doing good. I am sleepy though. I am quite tired. I did not sleep super well, but it was worth it. Staying up late, playing video games. Stupid. No, not stupid at all, but opacity, there we go. So we can turn down, that's the foreground. I want the background to be transparent, please. Doesn't seem to want to output that transparency. There we go. Now we can say sampling, clamped. We can put this into here. And all we really need to do is lower it and shrink it. There we go. All right. Don't need any of these other values yet. I'm gonna get rid of normal. Let's see how that goes, because now we would like to go back to the jacket. Same, I didn't sleep well either. My AC is still broken and bearing the heat is complicated. Absolutely. Blender video game. If so, I've been gaming a lot. If not, what have I been doing with my life? I always say that if my I may not have the most hours in VR chat when it comes to oh, interesting. It's kind of good. When it comes to actual game time, but if I included Blender, I'd probably be in the top 1%. Gamers we are gaming according to Steam. We have play hours in Blender. I really wish I had gotten it on Steam just so I could have seen my hours. Interesting. Why is this so weird? Some of it's projected and some of it's not. That is not what I was expecting. Because this still has the alpha on it. Okay. And now. Gotcha. Yeah, the decal itself is its own thing. So, yeah, that makes sense. Dude, this fucking thing is so weird. Why is it so odd? The decals in Instamat do need some work. Like the actual 3D projection, something is off with them. Like the origin's here and yet it's down here. And then it's scaled in properly every time, even though it's a square image. Well, we do have the mask. Here, our blend. What we can do is do another blend. Actually, we'll do a reroute first. So I can move this image around. Team Chart says our numbers are dwindling. 2% drop as of this month. Only 10K daily Blender users on Steam. More like losers. Oh, oh. Opacity mask? No. I guess I want a gradient map, actually. Roughness should be black on this side too. I want 0 roughness. Maybe a little. Oh, gotcha. Oh, shit. I did want to blend. Jesus. Blend. Because, yeah, that makes sense. Because otherwise things get weird. We need the background to still be transparent. Yes. Okay, this is correct now. Let's double check. Spread the Blender gospel. Did I do this backwards? Base color, height, roughness, metallicness, ambient occlusion unused. That's correct. Oh, I can just give it a mask. Okay, maybe that's what I want to do. So I think, yeah, that is what we'll do. We'll go ahead and I don't need metalness. I don't need height. I would like a mask. Do something wrong there. From the image gray. That's right. Let's see. Those are variables. I want outputs. Mask. All right, and this should be the mask. And that way I can just set an actual, just a value for the roughness. I don't have to worry about anything else. I can actually just do a solid color, linear, and drop that right in here. Should be say 50. Save. All right, much better. We're learning. Brain getting so big. I was learning to play the piano in the weekend. I learned to play the first 20 seconds of Dry Hands from C418. Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. I I don't know if you have a Quest 3, but or a Quest at all. There's a an app I've been meaning to play around with where you can overlay visual notes onto your piano to like learn how to play songs. So you can see the notes like flying in and you just press them as you're going. I thought that'd be a fun way to learn, so I bought that. Something like that using mixed reality. Exactly, exactly. That's exactly what it is. We're actually going to do some inputs. All this roughness. And we'll drive this here. That way I can adjust it. Why is it yelling at me? Ah, it's looking for these other values that we don't need. Seems to be working now. Hmm. It's using roughness, but I don't have an ability to input it. Interesting. Okay, well, that sucks, but whatever. That kind of sucks. For the projection, do normal fall off and rotate it 180 degrees. As well, we do need this filled in. So I have to paint that out. Still missing the star in the middle. Actually, this should be black. The beehive should be white here and black on the inside. All right, so what we'll do is take our circle, transform it, and then do a blend. Here. And this will be our background for this. For our inputs, it'll just be solid colors. The background being black. Foreground. Gotcha. The mask should actually be still transparent though? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. Now what? And we just blend. These two together. Let's see. Um, Very strange. So it can't be. Okay, now it's working there. But it doesn't work in grayscale. White, black, transparent. Just doesn't do transparency, opacity in any way. So I guess it does have to be a color image. And then here, then that means we have to do this, this. That is silly. I don't quite get that, but that's okay. For now, I'm not using my headset. The heat is unbearable when I have my headset on. Till my AC is fixed, I don't think I'll be using my headset for a while. Makes sense. Makes sense. Too hot. Too hot. All right, now we got that decal on there. Ooh, that took too long. That took way too long. Hello, Spixel. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Does feel good. I think we're actually at a good stopping point for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And we're gonna turn our attention to baking some other items. I am so sleepy right now. My God. Sorry, everyone. I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Sleepy. Oh, hey there, Kaiser. Welcome, welcome. Indeed, Jacket. Um, Oops, I don't know why I closed that. We're about to start some other items to bake as well. Where did I just open? Is that my default file? Strange. When does the advanced class start again? Checking so it's fresh in my head. Let me double check my calendar as well. Subdivision does not actually contain data for the extra detail. Difference between sub-D and multi-res. Yeah, start and put it in a good way. So subdivision, with a multi-res, you can subdivide and you can also sculpt. So when you sculpt an object with multi-res, you're actually displacing and saving that data. You can go back to the low poly, but you're able to save your sculpt at the same time, which is very useful. With the subdivision, there's no ability to sculpt. You're actually just changing the base mesh. But Spixel 4, the class starts 2 days on the 17th, so very, very soon. In fact, tomorrow is the first day of the intro class. If anyone's out there for the intro class, look forward to that. That's going to be fun. We will be kind of changing the stream around. So because instead of doing the class outside of stream, I will be turning off the stream to do the class. So just be prepared for that. Yeah, I'm excited. Classes, good stuff. Can influence the extra geometry generated with the subdivision. You have no influence on that extra data. Oh, I'm so tired, y'all. I may have to lay down a little bit. Whoa. Very sleepy. Take care. Oh, I'm not heading out just yet. I'm just saying I might. Well, thank you. Sorry, I'm feeling it right now, but we'll hold out a little bit longer. I got another hour. Another hour. My focus is dying though. Definitely a little spacey. Okay, so we've got our casual items. And file, save, copy. We'll call this pre-casual bake. Save. We have the cage items in here, but I don't think I used any of these ones. Delete those. We'll call this cage jacket. Drop this in there. Hide it. And then cage casual. All these items. Shibitopa. 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 Oh. And then a few things that need to be moved for the object here. Shibitopa. This is the Ritopo, right? Yeah. So move the laces out. Move the strap out. That should be good. That should be good right there. I hope. I think. I think and hope. Hope and think. And then we'll take the shoe. Both of these are the high poly shoes. And the high poly clothes. So take all these, we'll export them to big, casual, high poly. Then we'll hide these as well. Like this. I have 24.5k channel points on the stream. In Incident stream, I have barely 1,000 because I always end up losing them during ghost gambling events. I need to start doing something with those. I may not, just because I'm lazy. I would like to, but we'll see. I'd like to do something with them. Will I, though? Okay, let's see. Can we bake now? Oh, wait. I actually should export all this as the baker. We have this reward for 10k, which is sketch review, and I'm like, interesting. Excuse me. I can soon buy 10 times Mr. Poo Poo VR chat avatars again. Mr. Poo Poo lives on. Mr. Poo Poo. Poopy Poo Poo. All right. Oh. I'm ready to sleep, y'all. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There's one baker, I poly, yeah. We'll make a new layering. Oh. Casual bake. Baker. I'm not sure he survived my computer disk cleanup. Not sure if he still lives in one of my folders. Accidentally might have taken him out behind the shed. I'm sorry, Mr. Poo Poo. It's time to put you down. Let's do one of these. GPU on the high poly casual. That's Cyberpunk casual. Cyberpunk casual. And do just 1024. We just want to make sure our AO settings are set to 8. And I did name it Cage, right? Yes. I named it Cage. Bake. That looks good. Interesting. Buffy. Now that's the casual bake. So we'll make one more layering project, which we'll call casual painting. And we'll select our casual outfit. That way, you can actually select the clothing files we just made. These are all the casual ones, so start there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, things are not baking well. Why? Because the little elements here are still floating there. So that's really crunchy right there. Some of it's not baking well. Most of it is baking fine. A little crunchy there. Oh, right. I always forget because it's stupid, but in the mesh baking settings, even though we add a cage, it still wants to do this outward ray length. We don't want that. Really don't want that. Then we'll also change a few things here. We'll have to close and reopen our Instamat project. Go to Blender. And let's just review our cage really quick. So on our shoe retopo, if I go to displace here, should be able to paint this out. Yeah. Hmm. I suppose we need to move these two. Right there. And probably same with this as well. Move these out. Okay, that looks good. So these are the high poly right here. So choose. Turn off the casual retopo, turn on the casual outfit. Dude, you're gonna bake that? Right. Yes, yeah, we're baking right now. We're baking right now. Exported the FBX. Now we can go to the retopo for the shoe, the cage, and the casual retopo of the jacket. This one here. And re-export this one as the baker. The low poly standard should be fine. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Oh. And casual bake should reload my packages. It did not. It did not. Hmm. These should, wait, these normals inside out. No, we'd see other stuff. That's working. So why is it not exporting? This is the baker we're exporting. Casual baker. So it's made to be 2. Export, save. Re-import from casual baker. I literally just exported this. There should be a piece right here. Unless for some reason, no, I mean, we'd see it on the other one as well. Even the combined version. Scale's fine. Maybe I just need to reload it again. Wait, what? Oh, that would do it. I was importing from the wrong file. Excuse me. Very wobbly. Um, Read that as, are you going to eat that? Blender junkies. Always wanting to bake everything. Oh, that's fast. It's a really fast bake. The saving takes longer than the baking. Ooh, very crunchy. Why so crunchy though? The normal clothing looks great. The shoes suck. I wonder why it's so bad though. It doesn't seem to be that as bad as it is here. How's the UV resolution for that bit? It's not too bad. Still getting some for it to pick up the bottom. Seems fine to me. It's not that. It's these chunks here. It's just sampling the wrong spots, especially around here. That's really bad. But maybe they are overlapping or something. I don't see any majorly overlapping pieces. It's all good. That is pretty distended. Actually, yeah, this spot right here. So, no, it's not too bad. Should be able to survive a bit more than that. Perhaps it's the using the cage normal, average normals. Use averaged base normals of target mesh as redirections. Only applies when not using cage mesh. Okay. So I can turn off that. Sure. Do a little bake. That is definitely worse. Mm-hmm. All right. This fucking outward ray length is still on. Why does it keep turning itself on? I really hate that option. All right, there we go. What we got? That's... Did it bake at all? Oh, why is it so slow to zoom? Something's definitely really off. Maybe the normals are actually busted. Let's go to solid view, select this and say reset vectors. Nothing really came of that. Perhaps I need to take the top here. We'll say copy vector. And then paste the vector. Oh. Oh, I think I see what happened. I think I exported it displaced. Maybe. I think so. Choose topo. Retopo. Okay, let's try this again. Baker. Export. Try this again here. Re-import. Oh, re-import the bake. It should have the full baker in it now. Huh, that's garbage. Oh, I see. I'm too tired for this. I'm just remaking a bunch of mistakes. God, what is going on? I mean, that looks really good, actually. Strap? I didn't even look at that yet. That looks quite nice. Actually, still fucking up, but it does look better. Okay, so we're dialing it in. Slowly but surely. But things are still off, but they look better. This strap here actually is coming out really good. Looks a lot better than the first few bakes, so the right direction, I'd say. Well, thank you, Snardo. Definitely getting mega crunchy in here. Mega crunch. Should be getting something better right here. Like this normal is pointed straight down. Why would I not get that here? Maybe the displacement's just too strong. Yeah. Maybe we do need to average the normals. Hit that one more time. Average normals is off. I want to swap this one more time. Bacon. There we go. Baked. What do we got now? It's cleaner in some sense. Why are there no rivets? Should be rivets on this one. Not better. But I had to know. So definitely just rely on cage normals. Interesting. I am using geometry nodes to make my cage object. This one here. That does look super messy there, but that's probably because I have my shoe retopo on here with the displace on, so we're getting displaced twice. That says what it actually looks like. Still not great, but do you have a way to separate meshes like you do in Substance Painter? I'm not a fan having to separate pieces of clothing so the bake process doesn't interfere with itself. You could. It's not really a big reason to here. And especially where the errors are occurring. Like the main issue we're having is not objects intersecting with each other. The main issue is the cage not baking properly. But that is possible, yes. Actually, this is the displace right there. Oh. And this, okay, gotcha. Okay, so it is getting distended too far. Maybe. Let's forget. Turn that off. Turn this one on. And it is different. It is different. Okay. So what must be happening is, let's turn them both on. My eyeball. I will take the shoe retopo, duplicate it and send it to collection, then turn on the displace, then turn on the cage. Yes, okay, so there is some sort of additional amount being included on the cage. That could totally explain what's going on. So it has to be the shoe base. This is the shoe. This is what we want it to look like, the cage to look like, and this is what the actual cage we're sending in. So something's going wrong there. Go to GeoNodes. Look at our object here. So again, we want it to be like that. I'm gonna pin this. There we go. I thought I fixed that. There we go. Okay, we recreated it. It must be. Okay, first two things. First is. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Oh, I don't want a vector. I want a. Oh, thank you. I want this. All right, so now they should be the same. I should be able to take my shoe base, delete it. Oh, excuse me. Turn on the retopo for all of these again. Export this into the baker. Back here. Let's make sure. Two things. First is that on this one, this place is off for all of them. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Which means we exported it correctly. We go ahead and re-import mesh. Just in case, close and reopen the file. And now bake. Yeah, that should be it. Oh, is the triangulation interfering somewhere in between, just shouting random things? Not sure where you currently do it. It could be. It shouldn't. Oh, interesting. The bake failed. Mesh without vertex positions. That seems wrong. Let's close and reopen this. Why are you triangulating again? Because any baker, any sort of baking, any sort of painter program is triangulating. They may not say it, but they are triangulating your mesh. And so that can lead to some very mild discrepancies, especially on straight lines. Like if you bake a bunch of times and your straight lines are just slightly zigzaggy, like say you have like a zipper or something, that is because the triangulation that the baker did, Substance Painter or Instamat, isn't the same triangulation that you did. So it's good to know how your mesh will be triangulated, because especially when painting, especially with projections, things that you're projecting onto your mesh, because triangles will shift slightly, right? So it's just going to get baked slightly differently. All right, let's send this out. Bada boom. Oh, I see. With the triangulate modifier, you can then see the difference in what Blender did under the hood versus a certain triangulation style, for example. Yeah. Substance Painter, if you have a mesh, so like, say you painted in Substance Painter without any triangulation, when you export from Blender to Unity to put those maps back on, Blender and Substance, the fixed alternate style triangulation is the one that Substance uses. So if you ever want to just go back and make sure your textures are exact, you can kind of look at it and see it there. You do a little comparison yourself. Oh, excuse me. All right. I didn't want to bake there because I had exported my cage with 0 distance. So it was going, what the heck are you doing? You're trying to sample from the same position. That's no good. Mesh without vertex positions. It's good to know. At the same time, kind of shocking to me. I never had any type of issues that required me to take over control of the way triangulation works. I suppose it is because I've always stuck with quads. Something I always do is make planar faces in Blender with the shortcut. So I am using a quad mesh, and every quad at the end of it getting sampled and any engine you're using is going to be triangulated. So you may not notice it, but your texture is getting sampled differently. You might be used to seeing it a certain way, but if you go in and especially if you have a model that you've worked on Substance Painter with, I would take a look at it with the Substance Painter with the triangulate fixed alternate model mode, because you will definitely see a difference. Especially for anything that's supposed to be a straight line. If you have a model that you've painted in Substance Painter for Unity, I would recommend just taking a look at it, because it's not going to look very different. It's mostly just for that final little bit of polish. Maybe that's exporting in local view. I think so. Oh, did I just refresh that? On a planar phase, realize how bad artifacts are. Indeed. This should work. We re-imported the file. I'm gonna close it and reopen it. And it better fucking bake this time. Keeps doing that, keeps switching those options. Hey, much better. Much, much better. It's a jacket paint. Is that much better? Some parts of it are better. Still a little wobbly, but it is quite low poly. I'm just surprised I'm getting this here. They're not moving. See those there? Oh, I see. Okay. Gotcha. So we need to do, we got the shoes, casual outfit. Need to re-export this into the high poly. Yeah, the normals are fine. They're facing the right way. I don't think my high poly was set up properly. Bum bum bum. Okay. Try one more time. Okay, good. There we go. Replace. Yay. Okay. Much cleaner. Still getting some artifacts in here. But rivets are in the right spot. That looks really nice. Strap looks really good. Hard to see the bottom because I can't rotate the fucking HDR that way. Bottom looks really good. Still some chunkiness in here. I think I'll have to get rid of the mesh painting here. Replace that with the shape key. This bug here, I think that's actually the high poly that's wrong. The high poly has a little bit poking through there. Probably this whole edge, we'll just do a shape key to move it over and up a little bit. All right, top of that looks really good. Top of the morning. And then here, got it. Oh my God, please stop zooming me out, please. Right there. That actually might be triangulation because we can see this low poly look. But it does look quite good. I think we're in the final stretch now. And the shirt and shorts, unsurprisingly, still look fine. And no problem with those ones. I wonder if I made the no, never mind. Never mind. I don't know how much I want to change the normals of the cage. But I am intrigued that we do have, so right now, just like a usual displacement modifier, we've just pushed out the shell, right? We've just pushed it out. But we still have the original position. So we've just pushed it out, displaced it. Pretty normal. But what's different is that for each face, like say that this was the normal here, for this face, it now is slightly different. It's in a slightly different position. Or actually the normal for each face is the same, but it doesn't point to the same direction. I'd want it to be like at this angle, because that way this face would be pointing directly at the original face. And that could be possible. I mean, how different would it look? There's a good chance it wouldn't actually be any different at all. But we do have the ability to capture an attribute here. Here, we'll capture the normal. Or no, that's not quite what I want. What I actually want is for each face, I want the position. I want the position for each face. And then we change the position. And then what I would like to do is change the normal . I'd like to store the normal Not sure the details of your setup, but just some thoughts and normals. A displaced cage is nice since you can have an even offset, meaning perfect angles. The more you adjust, the more your angles start to vary. Again, just random ramblings. So in short, different offsets perhaps causing different angles in your GeoNodes setup. It is the exact same as a displace modifier. It's just pushing out along the normals. So it shouldn't be that too different. However, the position of the face, what the center of the face is slightly different now. Actually, where is the normal even stored? Is the normal stored in the face? No, it's stored in vertexes, isn't it? Edges? I guess it's an unsaid attribute. But if I do a vector for the face, does this actually change the normal? Let's just try it. I don't see that changing the look of the mesh, so I'm assuming that's not actually changing the normal. Okay. You're also using vertex weights somewhere, meaning your offsets might vary, right? Just thinking out loud, trying to think of something. I'm using a vertex or painting the influence. So yeah, that's what my thought is that, we're offsetting, but that offset is a little different, just mildly different than that original position. So my thought is on the new face to recalculate that normal so that it is for sure looking directly at the original position. In normal space, a little different can be quite a lot. Yeah. But I guess I'd want it per point. Because there are normals per point, for sure. So let's just go look at a mesh really quick. Look at the original mesh, Shu retopo. If I go here, we have the face normals. Vertex normals, so yeah. Okay, so that means that we are saving it there. Then I can capture I want the position, the original position of each point. And then I will calculate a new normal based on the original position from the original or from the new to the old. And then this is actually the new vector from the old position. No, other way around. From the new position. I think that's right. But we want a direction. Subtract, yeah. So from the new to the old. This should be right. There should be a direction now. And then I'd like to set the normals. Let's see, can I even do that? Blender GeoNode set normal. I have to be able to.
Hey everyone. But this node and transfer also have fields called source position. So if target is target, then what's source?
He's my hero. Yeah, I've watched quite a few of his. This is just, I don't want to pass it as an attribute because I need it in Need it at the end. This is just flipping faces. We can only read the normal. We can't write the normal, can we? Blender, geometry node, write. Shader and attribute. Yeah, I don't think that's what I would want though. Oh, well, we'll just have to assume that that is what's happening already. It has to be. It has to be the exact same. There's no way it's not. Because it is, you know, if it's each point getting pushed by its normal into a new position, then that is what I want. Okay, should be fine. That should be fine. Getting a little too fancy with it. Okay. Just output the normal as an attribute and put it in the shader. That's true. Okay, we'll try that. Just to see if it's a little bit different. Because I feel like it would be. I feel like it would be, but I don't really know. So, and we'll save a vector. We'll call this new normal. All right. And then in here, we'll make a material called normal test. Actually, I could save it because I could save it as a texture and then I could read it. No, that wouldn't help me in baking. No. But I am intrigued to see if it's different. So go here. This is going to crash. It is different though. It's just flat shading. That's all. That's all it is. It's just flat shading. That's funny. That is funny. That makes sense. It is just flat shading. What else would it be? It's not quite the same. It'd have to be just mildly different, but it's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much. Okay. Good to know. All right. I think I'm going to call it here for lunch, and we'll come back. We'll finish baking, finish tweaking our material here, get that bake looking perfect because we're super close. Just need to clean up some of these spots here. Few minor things to change, then we'll be good to go. Let me just take a quick glance at the high poly. Well, there's nothing poking through there. I don't know how it's sampling the other side here. There. That all looks pretty good to me. Maybe everything should be right side out. Not sure where that's coming from. Overall, though, very nice. Little crunch right there. The strap, though, looks really good. This actually looks really good. Why did that break it? Or big, now tiny. Okay. Some sort of bug with the viewport there, but all right. 4K bake, yes, yes it is. A lot of it is the shirt. A lot of the texture. I'm not sure it'll be used in the end, but if we go down to 2K, it would be different, perhaps. Anyway, that's true. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm baking 4K. We are looking at the 2K version right now, though. I always forget. I deceived you. Deception. Deception. Oh. Oh. Trying to confuse chat with Vector. Tempted to turn that on. I don't know why I'm seeing this. I should not be able to see that right there. All right, I'm gonna call it here though. I need to go take a big fat nap, and I'll probably feel pretty refreshed when I get back. But thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. I'll be back very soon. We'll continue our baking, and I will enjoy my lunch. Thank you, Risa. And I hope you all enjoy your break. Sorry, I said Namers, but Arisa, Snarda, thank you all for hanging out. Yeah, usually I will eat lunch. Usually I work out, but I think I'm gonna just relax today. Feeling a little pooped. A little poop head. But I'll see y'all soon. About an hour and a half from now. See you then. Bye, everyone. Bye.